Let's try this example. f of x equal square root x plus 2 divided by x squared minus 36. First, we will take the denominator, which is x squared minus 36, and this should not equal to 0 because we cannot divide any expression or any number by 0. In this case, if we have a 0, in this case, our function will be undefined. We need also to take a look on the numerator. We see that we have a square root and we cannot have a negative number inside the square root. So we should look into the domain for that portion as well. So in this case, I should take x plus 2 and this we should make it greater than or equal 0. Now let us solve these inequalities. So x squared minus 36, this is a difference between two squares. So using the formula, then we have the factors will be x plus 6 and x minus 6. And this should not equal to 0. Solving for x plus 6 should not equal 0. X minus 6 should not equal 0. From here we can solve for x. So x should not equal negative 6 and x should not equal 6. So let us circle these two numbers because we need them for later. Now let us jump into this. X plus 2 greater than or equal to 0. We will solve this inequality, sending the 2 to the other hand side. So in this case, x will be greater than or equal negative 2. We should also circle this number because we need it. Now we need to draw the number line and write all the numbers. We have minus 6, minus 2, and 6. So the next step now, we have to represent these answers on the number line. Let's start with this portion. X greater than or equal negative 2. This is negative 2, so we have to make a closed circle because we have an equal sign, which is this one. And x greater, which means all the real numbers of x greater than or equal negative 2. Let us jump to x should not equal minus 6 and x should not equal 6. So we have to make circles here as well. But this time these circles will be an open circles because these numbers are not included in our solution and we have to shade all the remaining area. So from here to here, from here to this side, and from here to this side. Now we need to indicate the areas where we have the two lines are going simultaneously. We can see that this line and this line are intersecting in this portion, right? And they are also intersecting in this portion. But this portion, which is marked in yellow, is not included. Why? Because we don't have a second line here. And from here we can say that the domain is it will be negative 2. Of course, we have to put a bracket because negative 2 is included in our solution because we made a closed circle until we reach the 6 number. 6 is not included. That's why we made an open circle. So I will just write 6 parentheses union, again another parentheses, 6 to infinity. Let us take one more example. F of x equal 3x squared minus 24 divided by square root x plus 2. Try to solve this question, then check your answer. To find the domain, we should not have a 0 on the denominator, and we have a square root as well. So what we should do, we should put x plus 2 greater than 0. Please note I did not put greater than or equal 0 because we cannot have a 0 on the denominator. If we have a 0, in this case, our function will be undefined. So let us solve this inequality. X plus 2 greater than 0, taking the 2 to the other hand side, then x will be greater than negative 2. Now we will draw number line. We have minus 2, minus infinity, infinity. Since we have x greater than negative 2, we have to make an open circle because we don't have an equal sign here, and we will have to mark all the real numbers greater than negative 2. So in this case, the domain for this question will be negative 2 parentheses, of course, to infinity. Let us check this example. F of x equals square root x plus 1 divided by square root x squared minus 36. As you can see, we have radical in the numerator and denominator. And in order to find the domain, we should set the numerator, which is x plus 1, to be greater than or equal 0, because we can have a 0 on the numerator side. It is accepted. But in the denominator side, which is x squared minus 36, we should set it as greater than 0, because having 0 in the denominator is not accepted. Because if we have a 0 here, then our function will be undefined. Now let us solve these inequalities. Let us start with this. So x plus 1 greater than 0. Now to solve it, I will minus 1 from both sides. These will be cancelled out. So I will have x greater than or equal minus 1. For this inequality, I will take the 36 to the other hand side. So we will have x squared greater than 36. Taking square roots for both sides, then we will have absolute value of x will be greater than 6. Now, whenever you see an absolute value on an inequality, you have to solve it this way. So x will be greater than 6, or x will be less than minus 6. The next step will be representing these values on the number line. Let us do them together. So this is the number line. I have here minus 6, minus 1, and 6. Let us start with this. So x greater than or equal minus 1. Here is minus 1. Then I have to make a closed circle and mark all the numbers of x greater than minus 1. Now let us come to this part. X greater than 6. So here is 6, and we don't have an equal sign. So I have to make an open circle and mark all the x's which are greater than 6. Now for this part, x less than minus 6. Here is minus 6. Again, I have to make an open circle and mark all the x values less than 6. Now we have to check the area or the range. We have an intersection between these lines. As you can see, we have intersection in this part. So the domain for this function will be as follows. We will start with the number 6. We will keep parentheses, not a bracket, because 6 is not included. That's why we made an open circle. Then 6 to infinity. So the domain will be 6 to infinity. Let us check this example. F of x equals square root x minus 3 divided by x plus 2. If we have a fraction entirely placed under a radical, for the function to be defined, the fraction should be greater than or equal 0. So this is basically a rational inequality and can be easily solved using the sign chart method. So we have to find the values of x that makes the fraction either 0 or undefined. So let us start with the values that makes the fraction 0. Then we have to set x minus 3 equal 0. So now we have to solve for x. X will be 3. Our function will be undefined when we set the denominator x plus 2 equal to 0. So in this case, x equal minus 2. Now we will have to draw a number line and plug in our values, which are x equal 3 and x equal negative 2. Here we have negative 2, and here we have a 3. This is infinity, negative, infinity. As you can see, our number line is divided into 3 ranges or intervals. This is interval number 1, number 2, and number 3. Now, the next step, we will have to take a test points on each interval or range. So let us start with this range. We will choose, for example, minus 3 and plug it here. So if we plug minus 3 here, then we will have minus 3, minus 3 divided by minus 3 plus 2. Minus 3 will give us a negative 6, so we will have a negative sign. Here, if we put negative 3 plus 2, we will get again a negative sign. So whenever we divide two negative signs, we will get a positive number. So in this range, our fraction will be positive. Let us jump into this. Between minus 2 and 3, let us take 0 as an example, and we will plug it here. So 0 minus 3, we will get minus 3, so we will have a negative answer. 0 plus 2 is 2, which is a positive. So negative divided by positive will give us a negative sign. So in this range, we have a negative sign. Let us jump into the third interval between 3 and infinity. Let us take 4, for example, and we will plug it here. So 4 minus 3 will give us 1, which is positive. 4 plus 2 equals 6, which is again positive. So positive divided by positive will give us a positive number. Now, since the fraction of the radical should be greater than or equal 0, then we will go with the first range and the third range. The second range, we will have a negative sign, and we cannot have a negative sign under the radical. Now, in order to write the domain, we should circle the minus 2 and 3. But you have to be very careful at this point, because on the 3 side, we will make it as a closed circle. Why? Because at this point, when x equals 3, our function will be still defined. Yeah, so that's why we are making a closed circle. But our function will be undefined at minus 2, so we will keep it as an open circle. So now let us mark the values of x where our function will be still defined, and we will have a positive radical in the range number 3 and range number 1. So in this case, our domain will be from minus infinity to minus 2, parentheses, union, bracket 3 to infinity. Notice here I put minus 2, parentheses, where I put bracket for the 3. Because of the circles here, we made a closed circle, that's why I made it with a bracket. Here we made it an open circle, that's why we wrote a parentheses.